How's it going? I'm just gonna do some preparatory checks here to make sure. If anyone's there, say hello in the old chat. Enda is my name. If you've never seen me before, I tend to go live once a month, although last month was being March was quite busy for me and I didn't get to do one, so I was thinking today I'd better go live. And I'm terrible for not letting everybody know because I only know myself half. I need to think a bit further ahead in future. But we're going to just hang out for about an hour and sing a few songs for you. Maybe tell you some of the news that's going on with me traveling to Ireland with a group next month. And some of the festivals that are coming up and an award that I got recently, which is wonderful to get. And yeah, that's the story. So if anyone can double check with me there that we're actually going live, if there's anyone, if we have anyone, I'm just going to double check myself in my own little software here, because I could be just chatting to myself and I don't even mind that, but it would just double check here. So excuse me for a second. What's it called? Yes. As usual, I had a computer issue beforehand. Every time you go live, there's always something different and new. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like we're live. Okay. All right, I'm just gonna go for it. And you can join me when you like, and I think that's it there. Yeah, I'll just say hello here. Whee. Okay, we're gonna go. I got a new guitar, which I'm delighted about. It was a bargain in Guitar Center, and so I said, why not go for it's a nylon string, and I haven't had a nylon string here in America, so I think it sounds rather lovely. And I'm gonna try a few songs on it today. This one is about the Vikings. It's called Nalluchlannig, and Nalluchlannig means the Lakelanders, I guess, or the Vikings as they were known. Fado, 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 long ago, long ago, long ago, long ago, long ago, long. Down a river, made the shiver in a longboat. For to plunder with the thunder in a longboat, For to plunder with the thunder in a longboat. Would they stay or go? They stay or go. Nalluchlannig, Nalluchlandig, Nalluchlannig, Nalluchlandig. Long ago, long ago, long ago, long ago, long ago, long ago. Would they build would they turn where they tamed as they burned their longboats? Yeah, would they build, would they turn where they tamed as they burned their longboats? Or would they leave with their speed back across the seas in their longboats? Yeah, would they leave with their speed back across the seas in their longboats? Would they stay or go? Would they stay or go? Na lachlannig, na lachlandig, na lachlannig, na lachlandig, na lachlannig, na lachlandig. Long ago, long ago, long ago, long ago, long ago, long ago. Na lachlandig, 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 na lachlandig. Would they stay? Would they go? Fado, fado. Fado, fado. So that is the Vikings, or Na Luchlannig, and that that comes from my album Hi Brazil, or Hi Brazil, and that is that's an album that I got an award for recently from WDCB, who have played it a good few times, and so it's been great to get it's what is it, Male Vocalist of the Year 2024. So delighted about that. That's always nice to get some recognition. I hope you like the sound of the guitar. Thanks, Justin is with us. Thank you, Justin. Delighted you like that one. I'm still getting used of the nylon strings. You got to be a bit more delicate with them. I'm going up to Elderly Instruments on Monday, and we might get a little strap button put on here and have them have a quick look at it. I'm going to do, what other one did I want to do? Oh yeah, this, I've been playing in libraries around Michigan for the last few weeks, and really enjoying chatting with the people I meet there. I was out over in Port Huron and Yale, and a place called Birchville at Lakeport in Michigan as well. And this is one that I wrote recently. You may have heard, I put it up on Instagram and those things. This one is about the Cliffs of Moher, and a place called the Leap of the Foals, where the Tuatha Danann, they were so enraged that St. Patrick had arrived with Christianity that they decided to come into the real world from the other world, but I guess they had to animate themselves somehow, and they decided to come in as white horses or foals, but they got dazzled by the light when they came out of the caves in County Clare, and they were so angry they leapt over the Cliffs of Moher and into the waters below, and that's where the white horses are crashing all the time. So this is called The Roaring Cliffs of Moher. In Ireland, in ancient time, from hills to forest to shore, the two-a-day done and ruled here even before the roaring cliffs of Moher. They lost the Great War with Fomorians and fled to the other world for thousands of years, till Patrick got here and he claimed the roaring cliffs of Moher. They lost the Great War to the Fomorians, fled to the other world for thousands of years, till Patrick got here and he claimed the roaring cliffs of Moher. From Kilcorn and caves, he transformed themselves into 7 white falls. Then dazzled by light, they galloped with fright and leaped o'er the roaring cliffs of Moher. So now when you go to the leap of the falls, where surfers ride white horses day down and are there, they curse and they swear at the roaring cliffs of Moher. Lovely. Thank you very much. Just gonna triple check here. Everything is going okay. We've got okay. We've got an unstable frame rate. Let's get rid of that. And yeah. All right. Looks like we've a lot of people in from Facebook. So hope you're doing well there. So yeah, I'm gonna move to my other guitar here. Just like to mention to you that yeah, we're going to be going to Ireland. Where's my little thing here? Wait, little click, little magic button here that can show us. Oh yeah, there's the festivals I'll be performing in America. How do I stop these things? Let me see. Back there and stop that there. No. Lord, I shouldn't have this practiced here. Anyway, I'll be at Motor City Irish Festival this year. I'll be at Penmar Irish Festival. And I'll be at Iowa again this year, which will be great with the Sullivan Song. And we'll be in Milwaukee Irish Fest as well in the Gaeltacht tent. And at 6 p.m. on Saturday, I have another show. And I'll be in Peoria Irish Fest. Which is lovely down by the river in Peoria. And for the first time, I'm going to be in Beaver Island Irish Fest, where there's an Irish community out there. So I'm really delighted to get to go there. A lot of friends have mentioned about Beaver Island. So really looking forward to getting it out there later in the year. That's in September. These are friends of mine, the Gospel Project, and they will be performing with me at St. Finian's church in Dublin on Adelaide Road and really looking forward to that one. That's going to be on the 16th of May. I'm going to be in Pearse Street Library the day before with a program called Unveiling Irish Language Songs, and the day after, or a few days later, on May 20th, there's a lovely little theatre in the National Library, and I'll be there singing Yeats. So we'll be doing some W.B. Yeats's poetry there. And then there's a wonderful show, as always, the Nighthawks, and that's a kind of, there'll be poetry, literature, comedy, and music. So really looking forward to that. So there are things that you can join us if you're in Ireland. We're going to have 18 of us heading over to Ireland to see the sights and sounds of Ireland, and if you'd like to meet up with us at some point, there are some of your options to join us. The libraries are free, but I think you'd better contact them. I believe there'll be a registration to do for those. And yeah, the other two are paid in. The Gospel Project one, that you will find details to that on my website, and then through Eventbrite, I'm selling the tickets through Eventbrite for that. Okay, and then is that it? I think that's it. Yep. So we can get rid of that. Back to some more Kjol. Yeah. What else was I thinking? This was a bit last minute. I'm always up in the air with these things. So thanks for joining me. We're gonna do, what song will I do? Oh yeah, my Aunt Bernie was asking for a song. I was asking some people what they might like for me to sing, if there was any requests. And so I'm just double checking here. See, Bernie wanted to hear one called Kilgobbin's Sod. Oh, we've a few other requests here. That's great. So I'm going to do Kilgobbin's Sod, and this was written by myself and another Enda Cullen. And Enda was on the way there recently, walking. I think he hurt his foot and he's home. So if you're out there, Enda, get well soon. This was Enda's, as he says on his lyric, that is based on a poem called Beneath Kilgobbin's Sod by Edward Hayden, husband of Eva Hayden, and that's the great uncle of Enda Cullen. And it was written, the poem was written on the 22nd of November 1897, 4 days before his death. And yeah, here it is. Kilgobbin is one of the hills to the south of Dublin. One of my songs is called Off the Grid for a While, and it's about going up the Dublin mountains, and this is set up there. Oh, Eva, dear, my gentle heart, it seems that soon we're bound to part, but I bless each moment that we've shared, and go to face my God prepared. If it's his wish, I'll gladly die for Erin's green flag floating high, and take my place with destiny, with all who fell for liberty. So place me where my parents rest, in a bed by sandy Ford I'll be, where sunbeams dance from east to west, on heaven's path my spirit free. Once I've sent forth my soul to God, I'll sleep beneath Kilgobbin's sod. Once I've sent forth my soul to God, I'll sleep beneath Kilgobbin's sod. From ground above Glencullen's throne, let my brothers cut a granite stone, and on it write that I have loved Erin, you, and God above. I'll smile to hear their chisels ring. The heart you stole will laugh and sing. I'll imagine that you're holding me. Eva, love, I'm home and free. So place me where my parents rest. In a bed by sandy ford I'll be, where sunbeams dance from east to west. On heaven's path my spirit free. Once I've sent forth my soul to God, I'll sleep beneath Kilgobbin's sod. Once I've sent forth my soul to God, I'll sleep beneath Kilgobbin's sod. When I behold our beauteous isle, downtrodden by a stranger vile, I pray the Lord enlighten me, why we are chained and they are free. It hurts me more than I can bear to know that you won't meet me there. But say my name where'er you go, and I'll be the rose that blooms in snow. But say my name where'er you go, I'll be the rose that blooms in snow. So there we go. That is, hello Derek, how are you doing? Derek is in from Sligo, and he's given us a wee shamrock there. Thanks very much, Derek. We love seeing the shamrocks, us Americans, you know. So yes, indeed. That again was by Enda Cullen and myself. Annika would like the Sally Gardens. I need two capos for this. Everyone in America calls them capos. Yeah, you're gonna have to give me a second to go and get. There's a magic capo I need for this one. So talk amongst yourselves there for a second while I find the capo. Oh Lord. Maybe not. Oh, I know. Yeah. This is the problem when you're not, what's the word? When you're not, when you don't put things back in their place, that's what happens. Everything goes missing. So let's see if I can do it in on this other, in a different tuning. Put myself under pressure here now. I have the two capo way that I usually do, but so yeah, what is it? The Sally Gardens. Twas down by the Sally Gardens my love and I did meet, and she passed the Sally Gardens with little snow white feet, and she bade me take love easy as the leaves grow on the trees. Ah, but I was young and foolish, and with her would not agree. In a field down by the river, my love and I did meet, and on my leaning shoulders she placed her snow white feet. Well, she bade me take love easy as the grass grows on the wind. Ah, but I was young and foolish, and with her would not agree. There we go. That's Down by the Sally Gardens for Annika, who was asking for it. And because I lost my capo. Or who have we got in? Bernie says, thanks very much. That was lovely. You're very welcome. Gurmahagat, Derek, capo, not cape. Oh, I have to wear a cape. Wear me capo. Derek is sharing around there. Thanks, Derek. We might get some more heads in for the gig. Going and asking his cardia. My mother is asking for Shelly Banks. So let's do Shelly Banks. This is a lovely walk you can take out from down at the pigeon house, as they call it. Isn't that what they call it? Down to the lighthouses. And you can go out the North Bull Wall or the South Bull Wall. This is about the South Bull Wall. And this was the first song I wrote with Aoife Scott. She came to me for some songs, and she sang my Donald Norfolk Carrigada. She did a great job of that. And then she was like, Enda, I want to write my own songs. And I was like, well, let's write some songs. So we did. And we went for this walk along the Shelly Banks. And we were very studious. We wrote down everything we saw, the herons sweeping down. We were imagining throwing a penny into the wall when it was being built, because we saw the old crane lifter, and we were like, that must have been something like that brought up the stones. And so we were going into some flights of fancy with that, and then we saw that it was greener on one side than the other, so it was like, oh, it's green with envy of the harbour. And so all this different things came together. The lighthouses are green and red, which is a little shout out to Mayo there in the song. I'm not sure Aoife realised that, but they are green and red, so it's technically correct as well. But anyway, here's the song. Hope you enjoy it. Old crane lifted stones from the water, built these walls long ago. I own the coastline from Holt up to Braehead as the lovely Liffey flows. Well, the sea is green, the sea, where's it? The sea is green with envy of the calm in the harbour as she crashes on the shore, where I give thanks down by the Shelly Banks, scream my cares to the bay. I need those lighthouse lamps down by the Shelly Banks, green and red they guide my way. So take me where herons swoop over, come down to greet me, won't let me trip and fall. I own the coastline from Holt up to Braehead as the lovely Liffey flows. The sea is green with envy of the calm in the harbour as she crashes on the shore, where I give thanks down by the Shelly Banks, scream my cares to the bay. I need those lighthouse lamps down by the Shelly Banks, green and red they guide my way when my troubles drag me down, and I don't know why. I harbor as she crashes on the shore, where I give thanks down by the shelly banks, scream my cares to the bay. I need those lighthouse lamps down by the shelly banks, green and red they guide my way, where I give thanks down by the shelly banks, scream my cares to the bay. I need those lighthouse lamps down by the shelly banks, green and red they guide my way. So take me there today. Up the dubs. Okay, just getting used to this guitar. It's like a light touch makes a big noise on this guitar. I'm getting used to it. Ringsend, I guess you're right. Yes, a walk out from Ringsend, the Shellier as we call it. There's AI captions. Yes, what are they? We can rewrite. AI is going to rewrite the songs for us. So yeah, we're going to continue with a load more songs. What will we do? Oh yeah, let's go from the coast of Dublin over to the coast of Mayo, seeing as though we had the green and red mentioned there. The green and red of Mayo, I can see her still. Her soft and craggy boglands, tall majestic hills, where the ocean kisses Ireland, the waves caress its shore. Oh, the feeling it came over me to stay forevermore, forevermore. Anyway, that's a bit of the Saw Doctors for you there. So we're gonna living over there was the one and only Granuaile, or Grace O'Malley, and yes, she was a rebellious youth, and she wanted to get on the boats, on the ships her dad owned, and he was like, "There's no room for a woman on the boats. You've no room for you. Your hair will get caught up in the rigging and everything. Sure, what would you be doing?" And so she said, "All right then," and she got rid of the hair, and she said, "Now there's no excuse." And the rest is history. The British called her the Pirate Queen, which is still a cool title to have, but she was a trader. It kind of doesn't do her justice, perhaps, if you look at it from a different way. Anyway, this is my version of, I was inspired by that little story, and I was like, yeah, go for that, do that. Brehon Laws and all the old Irish stuff. I'm sure it was a terrible time to live, but anyway, we're going to romanticize it in the song one way or another. Here we go. And a bit of Oro Shidavahawalya, because Patrick Pearse called upon her name and her badassness to come and help in the 1916 Rising. So that's kind of what's going on there. Yeah. She's a legend, Granuaile. Before ever she set sail, her dad said, "You're going nowhere." Then she cut off all her hair. Do you think that Granuaile, the first time she set sail, knew that we would call her name every time we'd fall in pain? Granuaile, 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 Run away. Do you think that she heard Pierce as he sang her name so fierce? Did her spirit really rise over Analyphi skies? Run away, run away, run away, run away. Granuel, Chaktar Sali, Ugly Girl, Malay Margard, Granuel, Chaktar Sali, Ugly Girl, Malay Margard, Granuel, Chaktar Sali, Ugly Girl, Malay Margard. Do you think she hears us now? As the waves crash on her bow, if we hold her name in trust, will her strength come back to us? Run away, run away, run away. Legend Granuel, be forever, she said sail. Her dad said you're going nowhere. Then she cut off all her hair. She's a legend Granuel. Well, hey, Granuel, Grace O'Malley. All right, Derek is doing a power of work there, sharing around the live stream, and he's up in Sligo. So Derek, we're gonna do a Sligo, something Sligo-y for you. Yeah, let's move from. We've been on the Liffey as well, and I didn't realise that mentions the Liffey as well. Anna Liffey's Skies. Here's a song I wrote with the one and only Pierce McLaughlin. Actually, everything is dovetailing here. Pierce McLaughlin was named after Patrick Pearse, and so we had Patrick Pearse in the last song. Now we have Sligo, and we have a song that Pierce wrote. So the universe is making sense today. This is about the river in Sligo called the Garavogue, the young rough river. And Maeve and Alil, they're the ones who owned the two bulls. Well, Alil owned the bull, and then Maeve was jealous because she didn't have a bull as good as him, and everything else. They were both rich, and so she went off and she went off and tried to trade for a bull, but couldn't get the bull by trade. So she robbed the bull, and then the two bulls had to fight the Tonbo cooling it and all that type of thing. I think they killed each other. I've forgotten now exactly what happens, but anyways, this was thinking about the river and everything that happened around the river and how old rivers are, and that maybe they have a memory of those things. That's what's going on in my head anyway. This is called Eg Ol, Egan Garavogue. Eg Ol, Egan Garavogue. Eg Ol,
fado når vi der jeg fælger Rivit som koras hele Og tu ashular Det røvner solen Der årtene ishke Fumanana he has the creature And all go and got alone And all go and got Grawar of the iski Grabu na creature I went free Cause very shiny hash morgus made a hash go Gagon Garavo Belinum Clinadov All of them wrong is father when they sleep on read on the fair glass the sky breeze they all go and
Well, we have the other side of the world, the other side of the country here, checking in. How's it going to Rory and Shani? How are you? You are at Champagne's kitchen for brekkie. Does that mean you're having champagne for brekkie? That sounds good to me. Not every day, but yes, we did the Sally Gardens earlier, Derek. Yeah, I think you were asking. And that's the majestic Garavogue River. It's a mighty sight. Thank you. Yeah, it's lovely glistening in the sun in Sligo of a day. You have a lovely square there now. We were hanging out there one day, just sitting out, and they've got these big, actually, umbrellas that I guess are good for the sun, but the rain as well. And the river was looking great there. Definitely worth a visit if you go to Ireland. Although we are not going that far west this time with the group we're bringing. We're going as far as the broad, majestic Shannon. And we're going to be, we're going to be at the River Shannon. We're going to Athlone. And then we're going to get on a boat and go down to Monaster. I want to call it Monaster Evan. It's Clonmacnoise. The monastery part of it just gets in my head. So we're going to be like the Vikings going down into Clonmacnoise. And the first song I sang today, my Viking song, that was my vision, was that we'd get to sing that song on the boat as we went down there. I'm going to sing another song about the River Shannon, seeing as though I'm talking about it. This is Osgailge. This one, it's called Cur an Lungig Shoal, Set the Ship a Sail, or to sail. We had a Circle Cora, which means a little circle of chatting in the Irish language, and Orla was there, and Steve and James Smith was there, and I think it was Colm O'Snuddig from Keela said to us, okay, go away and write some lyrics of a song. And this is what came out. This is Curtin Lungig Show. So that was in Conra de Gaelge in on Harcourt Street is where I wrote this song began its life, came into existence. And I need to tune up. There we are. All right, lovely. Current Lungig Show. Whatever you want to do, go out and do it. This is about starting things, doing stuff. All right, here we go.
Knock jazzy na creature sweetje, knock lover the viola le kyo. Is aring gar gu goire, nurukorum on long eng show. Current Lungig Show, Current Lungig Show, show. A mock is a mock o terlumna allen en ta I njartlene njartlene sjukkar med en lang vei sjå. Nok jazzy om tjonen for funnet is fjærlum eisknafjån. Is aringa gruem les duem Nurakaram along eng show. Current Lungig Show, Current Lungig Show. Show. A mock is a mock o terlumna even en ta I njartlene sjukkar med en lang eng show. Shantak dan Atlantic Sni voi mer ashkedio Is arimo hail gusail Narukaram am Lungig Show. Current Lungig Show, Current Lungig Show. A mock is a mock o terlumna even en ta I njartlene sjukkar med en lang eng show. Indeed they are. The lads from Keela are cool. The lads and lassies from Keela. They were over here last year and they did a show in the Milwaukee. Oh no, I am jumping ahead of myself. They were at the Michigan Irish Music Festival in Muskegon here. And they were awesome. And they're going to be in Milwaukee this year, I believe. I'm going to be there as well, performing. Really looking forward to Milwaukee. Hopefully, if we don't have clashing, I'll get to see Keela, the Byrne Brothers. I think are going to be there. Aoife Scott's going to be there, and who else was I thinking? Oh yeah, I haven't heard much of his music. Your man Garen Noom is going to be there, the Mayo man himself. So that'd be kind of fun to say hello to him. Anyway, and I should really know his music. I haven't even listened. I heard one song maybe. So Shin on Scale. How are we doing for time? Lovely, we're doing grand. What else have I got going for you? I'll play a Bowron tune. Change it up. So yeah, this what'll I do?
Oh yeah, this one I've been doing. So this is the fairies, or the Tua de Danann, I'm guessing, in the other world, and they are inviting or welcoming Diarmid and Grania in. Táirgeacht Diarmid agus Grania, you may have heard of it. Finn McCool was an owl man, and they wanted a new wife for him. And Grania was to be the wife, but she was quite young, and she wasn't interested at all in this owl lad, even though he was the mighty Fionn McCool. So she put them all to sleep at the wedding, except for Diarmid. Agus Hershey Diarmid fui yasa. She put a spell on Diarmid, and he, even though he wanted to remain loyal to Fionn, he felt he had to go with her. He was a fool for her, I guess, you know. And they followed them all around the country, and eventually they caught them. And Fionn had no mercy. You'd think he might have had a little bit more mercy, but he didn't. And they ended up being killed, I guess. And this is the fairies welcoming them to the next world. We who are old and gay, oh so old, thousands of years of all were told. Give to these children who from the world silence and love, and the long dew-dropping hours of the night, and the stars above. Give to these children who from the world rest far from men. Is anything better, tell us it then. Us who are old and gay, oh so old, thousands of years if all were told, if all were told. Hey, you gotta love Bowrons, lads. They're good fun. What else have we got going on here? Just double checking. Hang on here. So I hope everyone's well, and yes, Garen is delicious. He's not gas. He's delicious. Stay delicious. I used the word. I had a song. What's the song? Oh yeah. I don't think I'm ready for it. Okay, I'm gonna do. What song am I gonna do for you? Let's try this song. Back to this new guitar. So my album, the latest album, is Hi Brazil, and Hi Brazil is kind of a. Actually, let's do these two and then we'll be done. Thanks so much for being with me. We're going to do two songs about mythological islands or places off of Ireland. One's called Tirnanog, an Aussie. No, Tirnanog, and then the other one is called Hi Brazil. I'm going to give Hi Brazil a go first. And to get to Hi Brazil, alright, my spiel about Hi Brazil is that there's old maps that actually have it on it with a question mark, because people, French sailors had said they'd seen it and different things as well, and people off the coast of Ireland say they see it, and people on it and things like this, and it's kind of cool that they do. My being a kind of a I don't know, a rationalist, although I love thinking in abstractions as well. I love the idea that, like, 12,000 years ago, when the oceans were lower because of the ice caps being bigger, that it existed and people were here and they saw it, and that they kept telling each other this, and it came down through the generations that Hi Brazil was there.
So, translated, the land of the young. The land of the young, yeah, Tiernan and Og. I don't know, High Brazil isn't, I don't know where HY Brazil, does that even come out of Gaeilge or Irish? I don't even know. It's kind of it's an interesting one. So, anyway, here we go. This is High Brazil, and your bit goes like this. Island under the ocean, island under the blue. Oh, island under the ocean, we come in search of you. Island under the ocean, island under the blue. I can't hear you lads, sing it up there. Island under the ocean. That's better. We come in search of you. So walk away with me into the sea. Walk away with me into the sea. We walk upon a golden road, holy, holy. Walk upon a golden road on the sea, where the water's deep and still. On our way to Brazil, where the water is deep and still. On the way to high Brazil, island under the ocean, island under the blue, island under the ocean, we come in search of you. So run along with me, where the sun never shines. Come along with me through the valleys of time. We'll run on by those shells and reefs under the sea, and leave our deepest held beliefs under the sea, where the water's deep and still. On our way to high Brazil, where the water's deep and still. All the way to high Brazil. Let's hear you. Island under the ocean, island under the blue, island under the ocean, we come in search of you. So walk away with me where our journey ends. I don't give in, let's set our sights in those underwater mountains, where the water's deep and still. On our way to high Brazil, where the water's deep and still. All the way to high Brazil, island There we go. Thanks for singing along. I'm sure you were all singing at the top of your lungs. So who have we got here? Tiernan Og. We're going to do one about Tiernan Og now. Enda, if it fits in with your schedule at Milwaukee Irish Fest, go to see Niall McCabe, Mick McGoldrick and Nullig Casey. Saw them in Boyle. They are super. Thanks, Bernie. You always have a great ideas for me. I will do my best to get to see them. Thanks very much. So Derek is saying, it's funny, I'm listening to your songs in Irish and picking out the words and phrases I know well. Very good. I'm not trying to make them difficult. It's the easy part of it. I'm not. I used to hang around with some very literate people as Gaeilge, but my stuff is definitely on the poppier side. So thanks for listening. That's what it's all about. Who saw the Cúpla Focal? Right, Tom Cun Count one Ella one more song. Haven't done this in a while. I did well. That's a lie. It's an old song. It was on an album I did with Christoph Capewell years ago, called Sally Mount Avenue. And 50 CDs were made, and it went out, and that was it. Done. And Anne-Marie says, my wife says it's still her favourite album. So I think we might do a re-release of it. I've been thinking about that. So I'm going to see about that at some point. Anyway, this is on it. So Niamh Keenor, os Tiernan Og, came along one day. This Sky Maiden, as I call her, spare van. She came to Ireland and she was like, heard about this hunk of a bloke called Oisín, and Oisín was Finn McCool's son, and Fionn McCool. Anyways, so she kind of she put Fionn or Oisín faoi gasa. Oisín ended up going to Tiernan Og with her, and if you're in Ireland, you probably know the story, but any Americans who might be there mightn't know the story. So we'll tell it quick, just so we're on the same page. So they had a problem in Tiernan Og, and Oisín was the man for the job, and she also fancied him, so it was like, we get a twofer here. So she brings him back to Tiernan Og, and he sorts out whatever the problem was going on there. There was some ogre or something that nobody could kill, so Oisín sorts him out, no bother. And then he hangs around for a few years, and then he's like, do you know what? I'm starting to miss me friends back in the real world, back in Ireland. I'm gonna go over and just see them and say hello. And she's like, oh, I forgot to mention something. You can't go back. And he's like, what? Yeah, and he's like, no. The white horse that you came on to get me, it knows how to get over and back. I'll just go on the horse and it'll be fine. Don't worry about me. And she says, okay, well, just don't get off the horse and make sure you come back soon. And so he heads off across the waters, because the horse was flying across the waters. I forgot to mention that earlier. From Tiernan Og back to Ireland. And little did Oisín know that this was a science fiction movie, because 3 years had passed in Tiernan Og, but that was 300 years in Ireland. And so everyone was dead and gone. And he was out wandering around looking for the Fianna and all the lads he used to hang around with. And he was in Glenasmall, which is only down the road from where I'm from in Tala. And he saw a group of lads lifting a rock, and it was a precarious thing going on, and he went over to help them out, and because Oisín was bigger. All these people because they started farming, and they weren't hunter gatherers anymore. They weren't big and strong. They were weedy farmers. So he went over and said, I can sort that out, and he moves the rock, and then the problem was the saddle on the horse broke, and boom, down he went onto the ground, and he started aging unnaturally. And then St. Patrick arrives, and Oisín tells all his stories to St. Patrick before he dies, and I presume St. Patrick converts him at that time too. So that's the story of Oisin. So the thought I had years ago. This is probably 20 years old. This song, and I don't normally sing it down this low. But we'll see how it goes. It might work. This is called Oisin's Dilemma, and I was like, if Oisin knew what was in store for him, would he have gone to Tirnanog? And so I'm thinking maybe he wouldn't. So this is Oisin meeting Niamh in a different parallel universe, because, you know, it was science fiction, so why not? It was a parallel universe, if he went back in time or something. And he's saying no to her, that he's going to stall it and wait and have the crack with the Fianna. Anyway, here's the song. Thanks everybody for hanging out with me today, and here we go. One day I met a sky maiden as I walked by the riverside. Straight away I fell in love with her. I fell right into her eyes, and she said, will you come with me away to a far and distant land where people don't grow old at all, they stay forever blossoming across the ocean blue, past the end of the earth. You and I could ride the misty skies on our way to paradise. I could not follow you, my love, over mountain and sea, for surely if I do, I will end up crying, for I have friends within this world with whom I laugh and sing. Even you and your land of youth would only pain and sorrow bring if I were to go with you. So although I love thee so, you must now go across the ocean blue, past the end of the earth, back to your land of youth. How it pains my heart that this must be so. Okay, that was a little low for me, really. It's nice to be able to sing songs very low in the studio. There's no way that would work on a stage because trying to project it. So, but I think that one works better on the other guitar. You're not interested, but I'm interested. I need to remind myself. Everything is an experiment. Thanks so much for being with me. We have a few people saying hello. Craig is there with River and Azara and Atlas, who all say hello. Hello. It was all about rivers today. River. And we had the River Liffey, and we had the River Garavogue, and we had the River Shannon. All the rivers in Ireland. When I was 9 or 10, I knew them all. We learned them all for geography, but all Oscoilge and the Nor, the Barrow and the Shore and all the rest of them. And I forget most of them now. So thanks for being with us. Who else have we got? Derek, thanks for being the main man today, inviting everybody, the life and soul of the party. Guramahagut. Thanks everybody else who was listening out there, from California to Dublin and beyond, and Sligo. Mark, thanks for being with us too, and Bernie, thanks for the tip for Milwaukee. And everyone else, hopefully see you sometime either in Ireland or at some festival around America. And we'll be doing another one of these. I tried to get them once a month. I'm toying with the notion of doing lives a bit more often, maybe one a week or something. Let me know if that's something you might be interested in and what times might suit people. Because I don't want to overdo things, but I kind of like them. I enjoy the old waffles, lads, you know. And to not waffle too much, I'm going to say goodbye. Once again, if you didn't see, these are the festivals I'll be performing at in America this year. Motor City, Penmar, Iowa, Milwaukee, Peoria, and Beaver Island. And the big gig in Dublin will be with Kathy and the Gospel Project and myself on the 16th of May. We're going to have a great one that night. Really looking forward to that in St. Finian's Church on Adelaide Road, just down from where I used to live. And also, I'm unveiling Irish language songs in Pearse Street Library on May the 15th. So we'll have our group from America with us. Where are you? You're over here. We'll have our group from America with us. And that one will be for people who don't have an awful lot of Gaeilge, just to kind of demystify some songs, so you can hear some songs in English, in Irish, and all between some originals and some ones you might know. And then I will be singing Yeats in right down by where the Yeats exhibition is in whatchamacallit here. Oh yeah, I can move it over there. This is it. Yeah, I should have practiced that earlier. Yeah, I can. Yeah, it'll be in the National Library, and there'll be a chance. There'll be about a half an hour for you to wander around the Yeats exhibition as well. What else have we got going on? The Nighthawks, very exclusive gig. You'd get lucky now to get in on that one, I'll be honest. So if you know the Nighthawks lads, you might be able to get yourself a ticket to that. But other than that, that always sells out. And that's going to be a wonderful event in the United Arts Centre, I think it's called. Yeah. So, Derek Darcy, something told me you might have been a blow-in Sligo, Derek. Yeah, I was met with a friend of mine who's been in, he's the dub in Donegal. Gary was over playing some music here, and I'd say he probably still feels like he blew into Donegal, even though he's there forever now at this stage. But we have Miss Weishuhn. Fair play to Derek for tagging you. All right, everybody, that's the story. Thanks again for listening to me, and have a great